Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley takes place this weekend in the main event of UFC 292, Sterling versus O'Malley. And this is a big fight. In the bantamweight division, we got the champion of the world to soon be the bantamweight GOAT if he does pass O'Malley this weekend. And if O'Malley wins, it's fucking huge. Either way, if he wins, Sean O'Malley becoming the new bantamweight champ would be fucking gold for the UFC. I bet you they're gonna pray if you win. So Sterling, you better get a finish, cause you know you ain't gonna have those slides to your decisions. You're not gonna have those ways towards you anymore for decisions, like you did against Cejudo and Yan in the rematch. Even though I do believe Sterling did win those fights closely, they could have easily given it to the other guy. So yeah. I think this is a big fight. More hype for this than Sterling Cejudo. I don't think Sterling really brought that much. You know, that card was also really bad. This is not the best card, but it is a good card, this one. But I'm going to go for Aljamain Sterling. I was thinking maybe O'Malley could get him out at some point. I was majority of the time picking Sterling, but last week I was kind of uneven because Sterling, got caught a few head kicks from Cejudo, but I think Sterling's going to win, and I think he's going to make it look really easy as well. I hope O'Malley wins. Like to see him get the belt. I think we need a change in the bantamweight division. I just don't know if he will win. I don't know if he's going to win this. I like Sean O'Malley. I think he's cool. I just don't see him winning this one. That's the issue. I really don't. And he got taken down by Petr Yan. And let's be real, let's talk about the Yan fight first. I'm going way forward. Close fight against Yan. O'Malley could win. Close fight, I personally had it close to Yan. Where's Yan at? Got destroyed by Merab Dvalishvili. I know Sterling took him to a close decision as well, but still, he got taken down so many times in that fight. Sure, he wasn't expecting the grappling to come from Yan, the striker, and the complete mixed martial artist he is. But come on, man. You should have stuffed the takedowns. So, you should have just stuffed them. And before that, he went to an eye poke against Munoz. Was losing that fight against Munoz as well. Close again, but Munoz arguably was winning that fight against Sean O'Malley before the eye poke happened, and could have won round 1 as well. Still, you beat Hali and Paiva. Well done. Well done. You beat Hali and Paiva. That's his last KO win. That's his last KO win in 2021. You expect me to believe he beats Sterling? Hali and Paiva, they're gonna show that in the build up to this fight. I personally think O'Malley is rushing this title shot, because I think he should have just. I think he just knows. Why, though? You could have. Maybe you just don't want to risk it. I completely understand that, but, you could have fought one more against, Vera. Fuck Vera Sandhagen at the time. Do Vera O'Malley. Maybe on that Cejudo Sterling pay-per-view. I said this yesterday in the full card predictions. But you just decided not to risk it. You could have just avenged a loss from before. Then you can say you're undefeated. I don't think he wins. I don't think he wins this. I'm going to go for Aljamain Sterling. I think he's just too good. And O'Malley, I don't think he really wanted Sterling to beat Cejudo. And Sterling beat Cejudo. It was a close fight. Sterling took him down. I get it was Cejudo layoff, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's still Henry Cejudo who came in and showed up. in good shape as well. Bulked up Henry Cejudo, stocky, short Henry Cejudo showed up. Maybe not the same, same peak as he was before, but I don't care. Cejudo showed up, and he easily could have beaten Sterling, but he didn't. He lost, close fight. I can't remember the rounds quite clearly, but Sterling won that fight 3-2. He won that fight 3-2. You know? Yeah, I really think he won that fight. I'm gonna go for Aljamain Sterling. I really do. He took down Cejudo, an Olympic wrestler. Wonder what he's gonna do to Sean O'Malley, man. And I like O'Malley. Sure, he could knock out Sterling. Sterling does get hit on the feet, and is a bit sus with his stand-up defense. Decent chin, I guess. So if it's on the feet, O'Malley will fuck him up. It's just the takedowns. And Sterling, with the threat of the takedown, we saw this against Petr Yan in the rematch and first fight against Petr Yan. Now, he made Yan worry early. He made Yan worry early. Went for flying knees in the first fight. Maybe that was because, he probably was going to gas and just wanted to go for early. But Sterling, he won the second fight against Yan. I think Aljamain's going to go out there and get it done. Take down O'Malley early. Have a pretty boring round one where he's just on top of O'Malley. Back position take. And I think O'Malley's going to be struggling early. Round one's going to be Sterling. Round two, he's going to get taken down again. I don't see this fight being much on the feet. But if it is, and if it goes in later rounds and Sterling's gassing out a little bit and Sterling's winning, live bet O'Malley, because O'Malley, the later rounds benefits him. 5 rounds here benefits him. Because he has a lot of time. 3-rounder Sterling would fuck him up. Let's be real. And O'Malley looked good in the third round against Yan. But that's because he landed one knee. Let's be real. He landed one knee. Well done. That's what won in the round. Well, I know Yan got cut open, but I don't know. People really overrated that freaking round from O'Malley. He just landed one knee that cut open Yan. Oh well. Won him the round, sure, but Yan did good in round 3. I really think Yan won that fight, but whatever. I'm going to go for Aljamain. I think he's too good. And I think he knows if he wins this, he's the bantamweight GOAT. John Anik, I think, is saying, oh, he's already the bantamweight GOAT. Even if he loses to O'Malley. That's a bit of a stretch from what he's saying. I think if he wins this, he is the bantamweight GOAT. Because what the fuck has Cruz done? What has he done? You lost to Marlon Vera by head kick. That's bad enough right there. Alright? You beat Munoz. Cool. Casey Kenny, where'd he been at? Then you lost to Cejudo. Sterling beat Cejudo, by the way. Then he lost to Garbrandt. That's 3 losses right there. To what Sterling's beating one of them. I don't get that. Sterling hasn't lost since Marlon Moraes in 2017. I know Cruz has WEC, but I don't give a fuck. Cruz has been losing. He's number 7 in the world for the reason. He's not, what's he done? What's he done recently? He's inactive. He hasn't fought for a while. Sterling, if he wins this, is about to make GOAT. First fight against Yan, whatever. Won the rematch, first defense. TJ Dillashaw, Aljamain, Henry Cejudo, and then Sean O'Malley. Sterling should be the GOAT if he wins. And then move up to fight Volkanovski if Volkanovski beats Superior later this year. But yeah, I got Aljamain. I hope O'Malley wins, but he is 28. And I think O'Malley will be back in a belt someday as well. I just don't think it's his time. I'm sorry, I just don't think it's his time. I just don't. I don't think it's his time yet. Who's he beating? Who took it down against Yan? You know? He beat Paiva. He beat Moutinho by a third-round finish. Well done. You know, I couldn't give a fuck if it's Moutinho. He beat Thomas Almeida in the third round. He beat Eddie Wineland. Jose Alberto Quinones. The best win out of all of those guys I just mentioned is Eddie Wineland. Or Thomas Almeida. You know? In the middle of that, he lost to Vera. You know, I just don't like his wins. I think he has I don't know. Most padded wins on the come up, I really think so. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I like O'Malley. Be cool if he won. It just wouldn't make fucking any sense if he did. And there's no logic for O'Malley to win. Sure, he could chop on the legs, but he'll get taken down off them. Big pay-per-view main event as well for O'Malley. He hasn't had this before. I know he fought on pay-per-view cards, but this is a main event now. Sterling's done this against Cejudo. Well, let's be real. He fought Yan in the rematch, but that was Volkanovski TKZ. Sterling Yan at the time was the people's main event. Let's be real. And he fought TJ Dillashaw, but last he just fought Cejudo in the main event. You know. And O'Malley, the spins are gonna be taken away. We saw Shevchenko Grasso. I'm going for Sterling. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Winner of this one, though. Sterling moves up to fight Volk if Volk beats Superior. And if Volk wins, then he can move up to fight Makhachev or whoever. And then, if O'Malley wins... Sanhagen. Because Marab's injured. Yeah, Cejudo's injured, so Sanhagen. No, because he's out for a while. I don't give a no. We'll see then if he wins. But loser, O'Malley fights Vera. If Vera loses or wins against Munoz on the same card. And Sterling retires if he loses. Peace.